It's so crazy, right? Because when I first moved into this damn shed, I was like, nobody will ever know that I live like this. Like, nobody will ever know I live in a shed. I will never. Like, a bad bitch in a shed makes no sense. But I stopped caring about stuff really fast. I ain't gonna lie. I'm an Aries. I stopped caring about stuff. I'm sure you could tell I'm an Aries. I stopped caring about stuff real fast. So. That's why I really can't hold grudges and stuff like that. Like, I just literally do not even be caring. Don't get me wrong. I might still want something bad to happen to you, but if I'm not the one acting on it, I don't have a grudge. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Because in all honesty, I'm the type of person that's like, I have no desire to wait on karma. I'm going to be your karma. How about that? How about give you a little taste of your own medicine? You know? I don't really like the shape of his eyebrow today. So, a little while ago before I started this video, I was talking to myself about no, let's just go big. Let's go big. Sorry, you guys. It's very hard to do your eyebrows and try to have a topic at the same time. Those two things just don't tend to go together to me. So, I'm probably going to call this video Expression is the Embodiment of Divinity. And a lot of people are scared to express themselves. Why are they scared to express themselves? Because they know how much power lies within them. They know what's on the other side of that self-expression, the life that you actually desire, the things that you actually deserve. It's far easier to stay in cycles that are familiar, even if they're painful, you know? I would know. I'm in a fucking shed right now. When I first came here, I was like, oh my God, there's no way I'm ever gonna let people see me living in a shed. Like, they're not gonna know this. A bad bitch can't be in a shed. They don't even go together. Me and this ambiance don't even go together. But it's real life, and it is what it is. It don't matter what stage you are at in your life. You're relatable to somebody, and you're somebody that somebody else needs to see or needs to hear. However your form of self-expression is. For me, I like talking. I like being in front of the camera. I like a lot of different things. When you are on that path of being yourself and you just allow yourself to embody who you genuinely, truly are, that feels lonely at first. But that's just at first, you know? Everything comes full circle. I feel that what stops people a lot of times is the fear of the rejection from other people, how they're going to be viewed, perceived, what they may lose in the process of embodying what they truly are. But it's just a cycle. And everything that you ever lost will come back to you better than it was before. Because it all really is just a part of you. So once you come back and you show up as a better part of yourself, you will receive better parts of yourself. I cannot really pinpoint one specific thing that made me feel comfortable with just embracing who I am and letting go of all of those fears and inhibitions and things of that nature. There were a lot of little moments. And you're ready whenever you're ready. That's definitely true. But at the same time, you still have to force yourself to be ready. Because you're always going to make those reasons of why you're not. You're always going to find something. Now, you know you better than I know you. There's been times in my life where, let's say I've tried to do YouTube before, but I wasn't really in a good headspace to be doing YouTube. And I could have still did it. I would have still gained a following. I would have still, everything I would have still, which I would have still. I would have been monetized much sooner. You know, I probably would have had a life that I wanted much sooner, right? But I wasn't ready then. I wasn't. And people, they were not supposed to be introduced to me at that point, at that time period in my life. That was not supposed to be the introduction. Now, it doesn't really matter because people will come and go and you'll get a new audience ever so often, you know? Things will refresh. The system will update. But I just wasn't ready. When I finally decided to start doing YouTube, when I was ready for real, and it didn't feel like I had to force myself to be on camera or force the communication, I really just decided, what are you waiting for? You can't always wait on something to be something before you can do something else. I could have made all the excuses in the world about why I wasn't ready yet. But I would have never been ready if that's the case. We all know the things that will help us in the trajectory of our lives, do what we want to do, and move the way we want to move. But we have to be willing to give in to the process of not understanding, of not knowing, of being fearful for a little while until you're more sure of what you're doing. And to be honest, right, I've always known that a part of how I'm going to achieve the life I want is through YouTube. I've known that since I was probably 12 years old. I first started YouTube at 12. I had to stop because my parent was like, you're going to get kidnapped and raped and all this stuff. You're going to get kidnapped and raped and all this. Like, you can't be on the internet. The internet is a terrible place, right? When I was in high school, one of my teachers asked me, what are you going to do with your life? What you going to do when you leave here? I never cared about school. During school, I would just listen to music. I would do my hair, my makeup, maybe talk sometimes, depending on how I felt. But I never really cared about actual school. My teacher was my history teacher. He asked me, what are you going to do with your life? I said, I'm going to be a YouTuber. He said, that is not a real job. I said, yes, it is. I'm going to do a YouTuber. Wait, did I just say I'm going to do a YouTuber? I'm going to be a YouTuber. And it's going to make me a lot of money. YouTube was always supposed to be part of my path to help me do other things. But I would always put it off until I had this better circumstance, better living condition, better something. We all know the thing that we could be doing right now that could help be the catalyst to something more in our lives. It's up to us to take those steps. And for real, it's like, I've also had a lot of near-death experiences. I felt like I've reached rock bottom already in my life. Not right now. I'm not saying right now, but I'm saying in general, like, I have reached rock bottom before. All of my fears came true. So it's like, what are you scared of? That helped clear up a lot of fear that I had. It don't make no sense being scared to express yourself, being scared to post and promote your music, being scared to be seen on camera, to do your dances, to make the clothes, to write the books, whatever have you. You could be out of here tomorrow. It's not that serious. And also, people just don't care that much. You know, they care in a moment, for the moment, but, you know. You are a part of something amazing. We all have things that we can contribute into the world that are uniquely us. You have to trust in your abilities. You have to make the time. I swore I just heard like a cat meow. I be hearing phantom cat meows all the time. Let's see, what else do I want to do? I kind of want to keep it simple. I don't want to feel any makeup on my face. But maybe some... That felt pretty good. Some, I used to be very much like, to myself, I will overanalyze everything. I would read the room 10 times before I said a word. I never liked being around other people for too long. At family functions, things like that, I'll always go find somewhere to be by myself. I really opened up a lot. I allowed myself to express a lot. And honestly, in all seriousness, if I wasn't pretty, a lot of my childhood, people wouldn't even have known who I was. They would have paid me no mind if I didn't dress well and like make myself up, make my, like, you know. I was very much to myself. And I have friends though, like I always had friends, but I never cared like that though. Like it was more so like they found me and then they, you know, we kind of just, yeah. You know, I've really given myself the permission to be more expressive. And me giving myself this permission also gives others the permission. It's like, the influence you have is so vast. Don't undermine how you just existing as yourself inspires other people to do the same. You know, don't waste your gifts being scared all your damn life. Do a little bag coverage. Even though, I don't know, I don't like my bags, but my eyes do be looking a little dark sometimes. And I don't necessarily mind it. It just gives kind of like, I don't know, like gothic tease. I swear, it be sounding insane, like, when tree branches and stuff and acorns be falling onto that metal roof. At first, know what happened? I'd be like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. What the hell is this? I said I wasn't gonna do too much, but I'm about to reach for the concealer though. I'm about to reach for the concealer, so I'm confused. What you doing? Yeah, no, facts. What am I doing? Yeah, let's not do that. Let's just put on a little powder, maybe. Should I put some powder under my eyes? I don't even want to do that for real, because, you know, powder be making, you can feel the powder. Skin be looking smooth, but you feel dry as shit. Why ain't gonna say you feel dry as shit? Not all the time. Sometimes you do, though. I'm gonna just put a little bit. A little bit to seal in that foundation. And make a nice little buffed under eye. Nice little filter looking thing going on. I got a filter on. Put some on my forehead. Little smoothing effects. I think it's actually crazy sometimes the things that we do as women for aesthetics, when men literally just wash their ass, not even for 10 minutes at times. They'll go take a 5-minute shower, throw on some lotion, and still get their balls slurped up. And women be doing the most. It's crazy. But I only do the most when I feel like it. Let's be very clear. But I just think it's crazy though. Like, could you imagine? Like, there's a lot of women out right now getting ready to go on a date. They're doing the whole 9. They're doing the whole 9. They're going through all the steps, and he is simply finna just wash his ass for 7 minutes, put on some lotion, maybe some cologne or something, and that's it. But I love being a woman. Honestly, I wouldn't trade it for shit. I wouldn't trade it. I feel like, yeah. I feel like I did my big one, coming back reincarnated as a woman. Even though if I was a man, I would be him. So it wouldn't really matter either way it goes, to be honest. But I do feel like being a woman is probably just much more fun. Or is it? Or is it? No, we definitely have a heavy burden to carry, but it is more fun though. This is not supposed to be gender wars. I don't know what's this is no gender wars propaganda or anything. No gender wars propaganda. I'm just I do not promote gender wars propaganda, okay? Dude, I seriously, my cheekbones, okay, I don't know, like my cheekbones are looking salty and chiseled right now. Like, my dragon gate, I don't think look at that. You see that, how it's just popping out like that? Ugh. I don't know, lately, my cheekbones have just been giving. And I'm here for it. Oh, this street person. I need to I need to put a band-aid over this piercing because it kind of wants to come out of its place. So I'm actually gonna do that. Just try to put some blush around that. It's kind of drooping. It's actually really crazy because before I made this little conversation, I was talking to myself about it, and I just love the way I was expressing myself. And then I got on camera, and the way I express myself on camera right now was perfectly fine. But it's just, I liked it much more before I pulled the camera out. And I just think that's very weird. I don't know why it happens like that. But I guess the more that I be on camera, the more that I'll just naturally recall all the things that I think without the camera present. Because it's still kind of like a, this was sounding better. I mean, it sounds fine, but like, you know, it doesn't matter. I said it the way it was supposed to be said. That's that, right? Oh my God, this is not even usable. I need a sharpener. I don't know what that was about to give me a splinter, babe. Stop it on. I don't really want any. Just put a little bit maybe. Maybe now the aesthetic is like ethereal, because put some of this one over it just to kind of tone it down a little bit. Okay, let's see, get a paper towel and wipe that off. I got this lip gloss off Amazon. It's called Smarini's, I think. Smarini's, I don't know. But it's, you can't really see the color that well, but it's like a pink. It's like a, yeah, now you can see. Smarini's. And it's a pretty pink color. Go support that lady. Buy this lip gloss. I like it. Okay. Fuck big corporations. Shop local whenever you can, man. Shop local whenever you can. And when you're shopping local, pay with cash whenever you can. For real. Okay? Whenever I have cash to pay for something, I will use cash instead of my card. Okay? We gotta help each other out. For real. We gotta help each other out. I feel like that should be like common law between us as people, is that when we are purchasing things from each other, you know, when we are purchasing things from each other's like businesses or something, we should use cash. You know, use the card at all the other places. Sometimes I wonder why I chose this dusty environment. Because shortly after I moved here, some trees broke. Big trees that you could tell was there for a real long time. A storm had happened. 3 trees had failed. Those trees really help protect from all of the dust that gets kicked up from living across the street from a business that has gravel and 18-wheelers, bro. Or just 16-wheelers. I don't know. Trucks and... Hold up. Do you see? Look at that. Dust waves, bro. Dust waves. Businesses that have... Yeah, I don't know why I would choose to do, like... What I'm saying is... It doesn't matter what I'm saying.